Hi. What we call alcohol was invented over 100 years ago by prehistoric savages. In those days, being eaten by a woolly mammoth or trampled by a herd of saber-toothed tigers was a daily occurrence. A drink at the end of the day could really take a cave person's mind off the fact that they'd probably be dying horrifically the next day. Today, the legacy of these mysterious savages lives on in modern man as we try to dull the pain of slaving away at jobs we hate by coming home at the end of a long day, drinking a Smirnoff Ice, and yelling at our wife. If you're considering getting into alcohol enjoyment or alcoholism, there are a few things you should know. The easiest way to get drunk is to simply mainline hard liquor, but that can taste a little nasty. That's why the cocktail was invented. The cocktail was created in the British colonial era in the 1800s or so. In those days, a cocktail contained a liberal dose of quinine, which would help prevent you from getting malaria or some shit. The cocktail was called a cocktail because the British of those days spent most of their time fucking indigenous people in their assholes. Today, I'm going to teach you about one of the most iconic cocktails in the world, the Old Fashioned. Now, at first, it might seem like an old-fashioned is just whiskey with an orange in it, but don't be fooled. There's also a sugar cube in there somewhere. It's in there. It broke. It broke up. It's broken. You're going to want to get some of this stuff. It's called Angostura Bitters. It's really good. Jesus Christ, this cost me $15. Look, now the way that you can tell that this stuff is the real deal is you look for this here label. It's a bit oversized. So, if it has this fucking annoying oversized label, then it's probably exactly what you're looking for. Right? Do you want some? Cats love this shit. And at first, it might seem that cats shouldn't really be drinking whiskey, but that's just totally insane. Whiskey is fucking great. It's good for you. It's good for your cat. When making an old-fashioned, you're going to want to start by putting your sugar cube in the bottom of the glass. Now, once you've got your cube in your glass, you splash the bitters right on top. 3 or 4 splashes right on its face will do. You're going to let it sit for maybe a minute, maybe 2. You're going to get one of those masher things and you're going to mash it up real good. Just crush that thing. Once it's been mashed up, you're going to take your orange, you're going to have a pre-sliced orange, and you're going to throw it in there too. And you're going to muddle that in as well. This isn't actually strictly the way that you're supposed to do it, but it's the way that I do it. It makes sure that you get a nice orange flavor in there. You can also throw a maraschino cherry in there if you're feeling like really desperate. Oh God, you got cat hair all over my glass. What is wrong with you? Now, you're gonna add a few ice cubes to make sure that it's cold. Finally, you're just gonna add a shot of whiskey. Maybe 2 shots. Maybe 3. Just add 2 shots. That's probably enough. And stir it up with one of those little twisty spoons. If you use a regular spoon, that's fine too. But you shouldn't, to do it correctly. Remember, an old-fashioned is best enjoyed the old-fashioned way. With a friend. With some good company. And crippling depression. Thanks for joining me on Drinking with Paul.